Hello and welcome to the Sense Making Table. I want to share a map with you that has emerged this morning and let me know what you reckon. So I'm looking at the outcomes with the visa holders, specifically action visa holders, and the 10 big outcomes that shift global systems. What we're looking at is, I think, a theory of change around what happens with this network effect, which is kinship, UNC times 5, meets Dunbar, meets sense making, design, intelligence, something here in the middle. Anyway, this is the design brain and brain frame. This needs a redo. So philosophy, we need to add in imagination, custodianship. It's like there's some edits in here that we could do now. And we wrote this whole thing like a movie script. And what we did was we had mentoring sessions, and this is like a engagement circle. This is the connectivity in the network, and it's also the energy score. So inside imagination, on planet Earth, you'll have a mentoring session that increases your autonomy, or you'll read a book, or you'll go to a festival, and it relates to an exchange of energy. And also inside imagination, having your UNC times 5 meetings, different ways of activating the devices as well. In here lives the devices in which we communicate through, such as the platform, the streaming platform in here inside imagination, cinema, TV, nation stage, how we bring all that together and make sure it's governed as well in a really healthy way, because there's potential for lots of relationships to unfold in here, I guess, but we're looking specifically to keep them all framed within network health and returning IP to nature. That is our focus within this engagement, and the way that we connect them is justified by limitations that we find in nature. So that's how it's kind of built, and then that was fed, these design elements were fed into it. So we trialed this as AIM for a while, and then we got back into the message stick, if you want to say, like our sense making impact and stuff. What we saw was we need to expand this network. This needs to grow. So we put out these opportunities for growth, which are shaped as golden tickets, and visa holders who are network of network holders, and fusion to go. And then we've got other circles here, which are tools developed. I'm not sure exactly what these are, but it allows us to identify which Dunbar circles we're picking from to fuse into this, because the flow goes, we had a design frame and we wrote a story, and then the network kind of thing was birthed, and then the feedback loop said you need to expand, tickets released, and then people come in. So where we're at now is we're testing this phase of expanding the network, and all these elements are becoming live. And then they go through here as like a default setting, and that's like another measure of regulating the health of the network, ensuring that we're aligning to mindsets, goals, outcomes that have all been designed and developed, and it's all stacked. So then there's interview process in that little orange circle, and then they get to engage within the network to do accreditation, all of these different things that we've got designed for them. Like there are different visa holders as well, and at the moment we're just looking at the action, the 5 action, to help us develop processes, how-to guides, process of inquiry, basically, for what it takes to keep this health, this network health flowing and fusing, and utilizing imagination, I guess, as a part of that doorway to, but then from here into the micro, what we get to do is pull out, okay, they've got a UNC times 5 meeting happening soon. What's the theme? It's going to be about dreams. Who are the invitees, like host, and dive down all into the practical administrative elements of that. and then that then feeds back into the message stick here that kind of popped out inside the brain, and that's impact. And then the right, it like a story comes back out this way, and we put it into lightning. And I don't know, I think it's power distribution, but I think that's theory of change. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you reckon.